Hi everybody. I'm out in my car letting it warm up so I can take Indy to the vet. He's, and don't you know what? This always happens, right? He's been limping on his front left leg for over a month now. Not horribly, but some days it's really noticeable. And so I'm going to take him in today to get him checked. And wouldn't you know it, today is the first day, probably since Christmas, he hasn't limped. Right? Go figure. I mean, that's a good thing, I think. But, you know, it's sort of like, you know how like when your car does something and you're like, what's that noise? And so it just keeps doing it, and or maybe it won't start a certain way or whatever until you take it to the shop and have the mechanic check it out, and then all of a sudden it's working perfectly. That's what he reminded me of today. But I'm going to take my little buddy in and let his favorite doctor check him out because he loves going. He loves my vet. And Doc Brady is what we call him. And Indy just loves him. He's the only dog I've ever seen that actually gets excited and tries to open the door to get into the vet's office. So, anyway, that's where we're going as soon as my car gets a little bit more warmed up. It's still cold here today, but we're having a heat wave. Let's see, I think it's like 28 degrees, maybe? 27. Yeah. We might get up to 30 tomorrow, maybe. I'm not sure yet. All I know is that stinking groundhog called for 6 more weeks of winter, right? Okay, and for all of you who think we don't know, we know there's 6 more weeks of winter. This is a fun thing, and if you don't get it, you never will. So, anyway, I'll be back in a little bit and give you an update on how Indy is. What do you think, Indy? You just happy looking out the window, huh? Say hi to all your YouTubey friends. He said, well, Mom, I really don't want to say hi to anybody. I'm just kind of concentrating on my ride. You want your window open? Yeah, he likes it when I open his window. Okay, buddy. Hold on. So what do you think, buddy? We're almost there, huh? You getting excited? You like to see your favorite vegetarian, don't you? That's what he calls him, the vegetarian. He loves sitting here in the front seat riding with Mom and looking out the window and looking at all the stuff. He can't wait to get into the office so he can see all the other doggies. Right? Right. We're almost there. It's just around the corner. And I'm hoping that we aren't in there too long because it's a work-in appointment instead of a, a set appointment. So they told me come between 2 and 4. So I'm going to be there right at 2 o'clock. And hopefully they won't be too awfully busy and we won't have to wait too long. But it's okay. They have a nice waiting room and Indy likes sitting up there. He enjoys all the people and all the other animals, you know. So, okay, we'll be back in a few minutes after we go in here and see what's going on with my buddy. You waiting for Doc Brady to come see you? Huh? You got all these smells in here, huh? Yeah. Indy, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? He acts nervous, but as soon as the doc walks in the door, he's going to be all happy. Look, you're getting yourself all tangled up in the leash. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit, guys. He's getting too excited here. Hold on, buddy. What a good boy you are. Indy, did you just leave a stinky? Did you? I smell something. I think Indy left a stinky. We might need a gas mask if that continues. Okay, we just came out of the veterinarian's office, and Indy was so happy in there, he gave him kisses the whole time. Well, he gave him a good checkup, and he couldn't find anything that was real concerning to him. He did say he thinks he has just a touch of stiffness, you know, like maybe a little touch of arthritis, but you know, he is 9 years old now, so it could have just been, you know, stiffness, something like that, but he didn't find anything that was concerning, so that makes me feel really, really good. Now we're going to go over to Walmart and pick up our groceries, and I got a special treat for the kids in that order today. So that's where we're going. We're heading over to the Walmart and pick that stuff up. Okay, we're sitting at the Walmart at the curbside pickup waiting for them to bring our groceries out, and you can see my little buddy, he's sitting back there. He's waiting because I told him there was a bonus in the groceries for him today. So we're going to pick these up and we're going to go home. And I guess that's about all for today. Just something to do. I thought I'd take you guys along with us. And thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you on the next one. Right, Indy? He says, yeah, right. Okay. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Are you guys ready for your dinner? Yeah? Indy's already in him's crate, right? Yeah. Where's Hunter? There's Hunter. Hunter's waiting. Hold on, you wait. Okay, this is what they're getting for dinner tonight. Pork neck bones and beef liver. And they haven't had any pork neck bones in a while, so Indy loves these. Well, they all do, but Indy especially loves them. So I'm going to get their homemade bone broth out now and give them some of that, and they're going to have their dinner. Okay, bye for now.